Vancouver's downtown east side has long been home to Canada's most visible illegal drug users. Every type of narcotic is bought and used here.
How about the weekend last week with the welfare?
Welfare day, there's probably about 8.
Hugh Lampkin came here from Toronto decades ago because it was easy to get high. Now he helps addicts avoid overdoses as part of a network of former drug users that's leading the local response to the surge in deaths from fentanyl.
Before this fentanyl became a crisis, people had been dying down here for a couple of years. And it wasn't until more people outside of the area and more middle class and upper middle class part of the society started dying of the overdose that it became a crisis.
Safe injection sites, once illegal, are now scattered around the downtown east side. Addicts are flocking to them.
Never used them before, never. Now that they're here, my brain's starting to adjust to the fact that I got a safe, warm place to go, right? And it feels decent, you know what I mean?
They bring their own drugs and inject themselves with clean needles, watched by trained volunteers. Each month when government welfare checks arrive, the number of overdoses and deaths soars.
We had a really bad week last week where we had 20-some ODs, which was a bad one. I've been involved in about 114.
So here's your needle, why don't you...
Training in how to use naloxone, which can reverse severe opioid overdoses, is now easy to get. Earlier, these preventative drugs were tightly controlled. In this injection site alone, hundreds of lives have been saved.
This wouldn't work if we didn't have the community involved, helping each other. Frankly, nobody can do it like the community that knows each other.
Governments are responding to the crisis, relaxing laws against safe injection sites and raising taxes to help pay for them. Police are being more sympathetic, but that still lags behind a community that's been coping on its own for years.
The death toll is heartbreaking and you know, it's really hard to comprehend. But at the same time, if this same wave of drugs had hit 20 years ago with all, you know, prior to all of the work going into harm reduction services and opening of the injection site and those kind of things, I think it would be much, much worse.
Patrolling the alleys and laneways for overdose victims, Spikes on Bikes is another street-level effort to keep illegal drug users safe and alive and steer them towards the help they need. Now finally becoming more available on the downtown east side. Daniel Lack, Al Jazeera, Vancouver.